So this is the skeleton of the base we have planned for this area. What we did was we lined up all the miners with these platforms according to the middle one. So what we would do is we would build out platform by platform to the node, line up the miner to those foundations, and then what we're going to do now is place the machines to take the raw materials into, let's say, concrete. This is going to happen in the first node, and then the concrete is going to be shipped to the base. So the storage systems in the middle is where the finished products are going to gather. So we have two miners over there. One is going to be dedicated to plates, one is going to be dedicated to rods. This is going to be the concrete, and this is going to be copper. Copper can be worked into two bits, but we're going to focus on the wire first before the cable. Then that little 3x3 box across from us is going to be the power grid. I don't want to use the power in the main hub. It's just going to make everything more cluttered. So I want the power in a centralized position, and I feel that's the best place. We can expand that more into the world, away from the base, so that we can start looking at coal generators and everything. So I feel keeping everything centralized and just putting cables to the base is going to be our best option. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you guys how to line up these miners with the platforms. I'm going to take this stream of copper and I'm going to extend that over to the node, line up the miner with this foundation, and then build a platform according to that. This will keep everything nice and orientated in the way I want, and this will keep all the flow of contents neat, so that we don't have to search for squiggly lines to find out where does the copper go, where does the iron go. So we know exactly, okay, this stream goes directly to that. So I'll see you guys now when we start to extend the platform. So the platform I selected is this one. As you can see, it's nice and lined up with the node already. So I usually select the 1 meter foundation. It's just better, and when we need to go up, I can just stack them on top of each other like so. So it's an easier way to follow the contours of the land. So I feel like this is lined up enough. So what we would do now is we would take the MK miner 1. We just need to clear out this iron ore. So we would take the MK miner 1, if we had all the ingredients, and we would line it up according to this foundation. So as you can see, this is pretty square. It's not exact, but it's the best we're going to get for now. So what I think I'm going to do is we can place this miner, and then because this is a pure node, we can split the contents of this miner, the iron ore, into 3. Because what I saw was you can see the efficiency on every miner. So if we're gonna quickly run over and I'll show you. When you look at this, it says 120 per minute. So every minute 120 iron ore will go from this conveyor into this splitter. If we place down a smelter, you can see the smelter does 30. So we can actually hook up 4 smelters per miner, and that'll be the most efficient way to handle it. But I want to leave some space for expansion, so I'm only going to split it in 3, and I'm going to take the efficiency loss. It's going to be fine. So we're going to place down 3 of these forges, and that's going to give us 3 streams of iron ingots, and the ingots can then be added to constructors. Constructors, if we make iron plate, make 20 per minute. So we don't really need to edit that. We can just add 1 per smelter or forge. So yeah, this is going to be the biggest machine to place. So we might have to extend these platforms to the side a bit, but I don't see that being a problem. We have a lot of space. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set up those iron miners and the power grid, and then get everything just working, and then the first level of constructors for each machine, so that we can have at least a few materials being made while we AFK, in preparation for our next target. The next one is going to be the space elevator. So we need to get quite a lot of materials for that, so efficiency really is the key to get there as quickly as possible. So I'll see you guys after I've done a bit of work. So I decided not to build these miners. I really don't think we need them. Not in this part of the game yet. We're not expanding to a crazy extent, so I'm gonna hold off on building them and just focus on upgrading the efficiency of all of these nodes we have here. Maybe add some limestone nodes to the mix, just so we have a lot of more concrete, but I don't really see that being a problem because we have a really good flow of concrete at the moment. This is just about 30 minutes, so one AFK and we can build this entire base again. So I don't really see resources being a problem for now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to AFK and then see how much resources we can get so that we can reach our goal in the next episode. And there we have it, the beginnings of our first base. This took quite a while, longer than it should have, but I'm glad we're here now. All the machines we had set up previously are set up. We have more storage. These vertical conveyor belts, they're absolute lifesavers. I use them in every storage system now that I can find. The copper, I might do a refinery where we take some of the copper and store it, and then immediately at the miner we can make it into a cable. But that's for a bit later. I just want to save up now because for the space elevator we need a buttload. We need quite a lot. As I was saying, we need quite a lot of materials to access this. The space elevator is 500 concrete, 250 iron plates, 400 iron rods, and 1,500 wire. So that's why I'm not focusing on cable as of this moment, because we don't really need it now, but I can see it being a problem in the soon future. So next episode I think we're going to get the space elevator and maybe upgrade a few of these systems in our base, be more efficient, and yeah, we'll see where it takes us then. Thanks for watching, see you guys next time.